I'm a 31M, pretty average guy, run my own small business, nothing flashy but solid. What happened this past year completely flipped how I see people, especially the ones you think you know. So, my older sister, 33F, married my brother-in-law, a quiet, insanely smart guy who built his wealth from scratch in fintech. Dude wasn't flashy about it, but when I say wealthy, I mean $400 million kind of wealthy. You wouldn't know it by the way he dressed or acted, though. Just a calm, private guy. We were close for years, even before he met my sister. Now here's the wild part. They got married out of nowhere. Quick civil wedding. No big celebration. Barely anyone invited. That threw me off, but whatever. I figured maybe they just wanted something low-key. But a week after they got married, he passed away. Sudden cardiac arrest. Totally out of the blue. I was gutted. He'd been a mentor to me, someone I looked up to. We talked a few days before about grabbing dinner next week. My sister acted devastated, posting dramatic grief reels online, talking about being a widow and soulmates and all that. But even then, something just felt off. The timing, the wedding, how fast she moved into his mansion, how she kept dropping hints like, "I guess this all belongs to me now." Here's where it gets messy. At the will reading, everyone was expecting her to walk out with it all. But my jaw hit the floor when the lawyer read it. He left everything to me. Every asset, every property, all of it. The will was updated just 5 days before the wedding. And get this, he left her one thing. A prepaid gift card for $1,000 with a sticky note attached that said, "For the yoga mat you kept saying you'd get. Namaste." My sister turned pale. She tried to laugh it off in the room, but her eyes said it all. She was furious. When we stepped out, she immediately accused me of forging the will. Said I must have manipulated him, called it elder abuse, he was 39 by the way, threatened to sue. My lawyer shut it down fast. The will was legit, notarized, signed in front of witnesses, all by the book. Turns out he saw it all coming. He told me months ago that he didn't trust her motives. Said he had a plan if things ever went south. I just never thought he'd have to use that plan. So now, she's camped out in his mansion like she owns it, acting like some grieving queen, throwing pool parties, posting luxury content, all while claiming she's finding peace. I served her a notice to vacate, gave her 30 days. She freaked, said she was emotionally unstable, needed more time, yada yada. I gave her 15 more days out of basic decency. Even offered to cover movers and rent for a few months. She declined, said it was her house, and she wasn't going anywhere. That's when she tried moving out furniture in the middle of the night. Priceless art, antiques, even a damn safe she clearly didn't realize had already been cleared out by the estate team. She got caught on the security cams. My lawyer hit her with a cease and desist the next morning. She showed up at my office crying like she was auditioning for a daytime soap. "You're my brother. How can you do this to me?" I didn't yell. Just told her straight. You didn't love him. You loved what he had. And he knew it. She called me jealous. Said I'd always hated her. Said he only liked me because I kissed up to him. I didn't say another word. Just walked back into my office. But things really hit the fan when I found something in his personal files. A folder called Failsafe. Inside was a recording. 2 months before the wedding. It was a conversation between the two of them. He asked her if she'd still love him if he lost all his money. She hesitated, then laughed and said, "Let's not joke about that." He said, "No, seriously. What if I gave it all away?" And she replied, "I'm not signing up for poverty. You have money. That's part of who you are." He thanked her. That was it. Recording over. That man knew. He saw the red flags, and still played along to expose her. The will, that was his final move. I sent her the audio. No threats, just the raw truth. After that, silence. No more influencer posts. No more grieving videos. She ghosted social media for weeks. Then the real karma kicked in. She'd been using his cards for shopping sprees during their marriage, jewelry, designer bags, dumb stuff. But all the cards were in his name. Once the estate took over, the creditors came after her. She tried calling me for help. Blocked. Then she reached out to my wife. Said she was struggling and needed family support. My wife told her, "You didn't love anyone but yourself. You're just mad the game ended before you could cash in." And she slammed the door in her face. I took a chunk of the inheritance and set up a scholarship in his name for foster kids aging out of the system, ones who wanted to study finance or tech. Full ride, all expenses paid. Local paper picked up the story. I included one of his quotes. "Loyalty is the only currency that doesn't lose value. Spend it wisely." That article went viral in our town. And the cherry on top, I turned the mansion she tried to squat in into a transitional housing space for at-risk youth. That place is helping actual people now. Meanwhile, she's bouncing between couch surfing and some boutique job in a nearby town where no one trusts her anymore. Could have let it go. Could have tossed her a few bones from the estate. But watching her try to lie, manipulate, and guilt her way into someone else's legacy. She earned what she got, or rather didn't get, and I sleep like a baby knowing he got the last word, because she thought she was marrying into power. Turns out she married into a plan. If you made it this far, congrats, you've survived peak family drama. Hit follow if you enjoy watching entitled people crash and burn in 4K emotional resolution.